Good morning. It's 7:08 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, October 25th. Yesterday, you'll notice this blank where there's no volume on the 1 hour. This is where Coinbase began its maintenance, which they did not announce. All right, I have actually filmed it off of their website on their status page where it says they scheduled maintenance. So you see no volume. It's completely blank. You see it? No volume right here. Zero volume. Maintenance. Exactly after that maintenance began and was over, you'll notice a nice dump, which actually wiped out all the gains from the 24th and then some. Now, I'm highly suspicious of that because you can see maintenance begins. As soon as it gets switched on, the dump begins. Now, all APIs are off. Okay? And the only API that could be on that quick to dump is one affiliated with Coinbase Pro. That's the only way you can get that API to go on that quick and immediately begin dumping the price down at a hard pace. So today I'm going to call up Coinbase and say why during the maintenance immediately thereafter there was a large dump. Now let's go to the average price, because I do believe they took advantage of the maintenance, or actually put the maintenance on, because they were having a hard time getting this price down. And they did something. They scheduled maintenance so they can manipulate the price. You can see the maintenance is right there, no volume. And then as soon as it comes on, bang, the price goes down. It's almost like, hey, look, we can't get this price to go down. There's extreme resistance. How do you get rid of the resistance? You turn them off. Coinbase has got some explaining to do. Now let's go look at the price. Almost 65, less than $40 away from 6,500. Where's Coinbase at? About $100 away. Why? This gap here, I'm sorry, I know this is maintenance, but you gotta explain this right after maintenance. I'm sorry. These guys went in and took advantage of the maintenance. These are somebody who had their APIs are given priority over everybody else's APIs. You can actually see where this was going to cross over. And then magically, hey, we're going to have maintenance at this hour. Nah, there's something fishy about this maintenance. This is where you can see, again, the API went off. How did this person end up getting his API switched on before everybody else's? I want to know, because he's been trying since the 24th for 4 or 5 days straight to get this market down, and see he's encountered heavy resistance. API goes off, boom, the market goes down. Coinbase has got some explaining to do. Yep, the API went off exactly 10 and it went back on 11. These people came in and took advantage of that. I've seen some shoddy tricks before, but this is the same thing that happened at BitMEX, except the price went up when they went off. Over at Coinbase, the price goes down when the maintenance goes off, when it goes on. An unannounced maintenance where nobody received an email. The only way I found out is I went into the status page, which I recorded on my last video. You can see it. That is extremely, I mean, you know, maybe you would see a dump. It was going green here, but after the maintenance clicks back on, immediately it dumped. So the only way that you can be able to have that advantage of your API is being switched on before everybody else's. So who would have the closest API within the system besides the company itself? So you can see after it was the supposed scheduled maintenance, every maintenance they announce it. I did not see any announcement that they were scheduling maintenance for this time. I think Coinbase used that unscheduled maintenance to get their API turned on first, and they dumped the market. It's as simple as that. And it was exactly an hour. I haven't seen maintenance done in exactly an hour before. Never ever. There's always something that turns up or screws up. It takes longer, or it gets canceled. These guys are the masters of not even good at. I don't know. The masters are making excuses so they can come in and manipulate the market. I'm right now after what I'm just seeing. It's just another confirmation that Coinbase is in there manipulating their own market. The API is off. As soon as it gets switched on, it's almost like they gave a priority to the other whose API goes on first, and the others that are more favorable to a bear market were left off. Because look, this is how the market is. Maintenance, boom. Everybody's saying, oh, you're calling everything manipulation now. No, I see signs of manipulation in the order book. I say something. You see signs of the manipulation, and you're looking at the RSI. So you're never going to see it. You're staring at the sun. You're blind now. Keep staring at the sun so long, see if what you could see. This is very bad. I've never seen anything like, well, with BitMEX when they went offline, the price actually went up. Coinbase goes offline, reinstates. The first one to get reinstated in the system is any internal APIs. They dumped this down and took advantage of it. And when they took advantage of it, they wiped out any gain we had, every single gain we had since the 24th, by turning it off. They reset the market back to a bear market. You know, this is getting ridiculous, man. The missing tooth. We got punched in the face. Man, And AG, if you're watching this, you got to turn around and say you didn't announce the maintenance. You did it, and then immediately after you turned on the maintenance, the price went down. Isn't the price when you do maintenance and you turn it back on supposed to be stable? You don't prioritize the dumper's API first. That throws the market out of whack. That's what they did. They took advantage of the maintenance schedule. They took advantage and they robbed everybody again. That's all you have to look. Where's the maintenance is off? They turn it on. Whose API did you turn on first? Not the rest of them. These people are scum. You know, you got to go in now. If anybody at the AG office is reviewing this, you ask them. You had it on schedule. You had a maintenance at this time because there's no volume. They'll on the 24th. They say yes. Did you send them the appropriate email to all the clients that this was going to be a maintenance at this time? And the answer is no. I have no email in my box. Okay. And this person knew, and his API got switched on first before everybody else's, and he dumped the market down. That's simple. These guys at Coinbase need to go to jail. You're going to tell me you schedule maintenance, and who got the advantage first? Who was given the advantage? Whose APIs got turned on first? And then you connect them. Here he is, here he is, here he is. I can't get the price down. I need some help. Oh yeah, we want that price down. We got to liquidate all those people that are holding long. And we're having a hard time because now the price is going up. And that's what they did. Coinbase has no volume. So when it goes up, they have to get it back. Okay, this is what's happening. They're manipulating it up. And all the people that are going short get liquidated. Then it goes across Bart Simpson, and they have to get it down to liquidate all the people that are going long through triggering stop losses. They couldn't trigger the stop loss. They scheduled this fake maintenance. They turn on the API that dumps first. The price goes down. They're using every dirty trick to keep taking people's money at this exchange. Every dirty trick. Can't get the market down. How are we supposed to trigger the stop losses? How are we supposed to fill the orders from Coinbase proper at such a high price? How can we keep the difference? We're not going to be able to. Let's reset the market. How can we do that? Schedule a maintenance and don't tell anybody else about it and say it was a scheduled maintenance. And then we'll turn on our APIs first, dump the market down, come in and buy the coin, and keep the market into a bear state. They use this maintenance to get this market back into the bear grip. I'm telling you, this is insider trading. These guys are insider trading. There's no way you could turn on the API and get an advantage over everybody else that quick unless your API was given priority. All right, you took the market out of the state it was in when you did maintenance, and you put it into the hands of whoever's API you turned on first, which I think was your own Coinbase. 20% of the market activity on Coinbase Pro is from Coinbase proper. They're in here dumping price down, coming in and buying them in batches. You come over here on Coinbase proper. Yeah, I want to buy a Bitcoin. Okay, the spot price is 600. Say if you came in, they got X amount of days. At the end of the day, to deliver the coin to you. So now they're like, oh, we don't want to pay this price. Everybody has paid this price. But we don't want to go in our exchange and pay the price. And we got a whole 24 hours to give them that coin. Well, I know. Let's dump it down. We're not getting enough money. Okay, schedule a fake maintenance. We'll dump the price down, and then we'll buy the coin back. You know, the people who paid this price up here, we'll pay this price down here, and we'll keep the difference. That's why they shouldn't be trading on their own platform. They should be going to the over-the-counter market and buying the coin there in bulk to give it to their customers. But they know if they go on the exchange and do that, and people are buying Bitcoin, what's it going to do? It's going to drive the price up. And then you can't manipulate the market to get whatever they bought on the Coinbase proper size with their credit cards or their bank accounts. You cannot manipulate the price then if you don't trade on your own exchange. To keep the difference of the purchase price of the client versus the purchase price of Coinbase getting it off their own exchange. There's a difference. I'm telling you, they're scalping those people too. They're not giving those people the lowest price possible, and to get the lowest price possible, they're manipulating their own market. And they're keeping the difference between what they bought it on Coinbase proper versus what they're purchasing on Coinbase Pro. They're manipulating the market. I want to see why. Why is there scheduled maintenance and all of a sudden, after the scheduled maintenance, the price takes a nosedive? I'd like to know. I want an explanation. These guys are manipulating this market before regulation steps in and does and everything. They're doing whatever they possibly can. This is 10 months where I have proof they dumped the market. My first inquiry to them was December 29th, 2017. That's when I caught the Kettling trades on this. This right there. You see? 1782. 1782.33. 1782.23. So the price is probably... Wait a minute, I wrote it down when I found it. I got it. I know what their manipulation was. Yes, 1782.23. The price has gone down. How come this wasn't sold? You see? Where's the maintenance over here? Look, there goes the maintenance over here. And boom, they dumped it down. Let's see on the other coins. Here goes the maintenance. Bang, they banged it down. What else do you need to see? Why was the dumpers API given priority when it was turned on? They should have been watching out for that. All APIs should have been switched on at the same time. In order to keep the price, the market fair and balanced. You don't give somebody else an advantage, bull or bear, after when you do an API flipping the switch back on after maintenance. You know, they got more scams and stuff up their sleeves with Coinbase than you could possibly imagine. The fair and balanced market. But you know what? Let's turn on the dumpers API first. Probably them. I'm telling you, when you investigate this, There's some sort of insider trading going on here at the scale you've never seen before. I never seen a market that you see the manipulation going on. You're recording it, you tell them, and they absolutely refuse to do anything about it for 10 months. There's something going on, and it's not good.